Hi, it's the Lipstick Gal. Thanks for watching today. I wanted to try a couple of things that are still in boxes and I haven't opened yet. I normally open things instantly. I'm like, I will try you now. Okay. I'm not excited at all. Can you tell? So thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and let's talk about what's still in the box. All right, so I recently made an Ulta purchase and I bought non-makeup items, but there was a platinum perk that day that if you purchased a certain dollar amount, $25 or more, which I did, you were able to add to your cart for free this. So this is Clinique's Even Better makeup. It's their broad spectrum SPF 15. It says evens, corrects, I don't know. I do have I believe two other Clinique makeups. I have the silk makeup, and then I have the one where it's a little teeny bottle and you shake it and it's like adding pigment drops to whatever you want. So it's kind of like their answer to the Cover FX custom color drops. But I got this in the lightest shade they had available on the Ulta website, and the shade is CN 0.75 Custard. I wonder if they have like a 0.5. But we'll see. We'll see. All right. I don't know why I don't hear anything moving in there. Let's just see what happens. Okay. It's got a little squeezy. I'm just going to squeeze some onto the, oh, it's kind of thick, onto the back of my hand, what I think might be like maybe a pump and a half. And I'm going to use a sponge to put it on. I was going to use the sponge, but my cat got a hold of it. Oh, no beauty sponge is safe. And I had really been liking this as the Real Technique, so I'm going to use my L'Oreal sponge. Animals. I feel like we're close shade-wise. This might be just a hair cooler. I don't know that it looks on camera like it might actually be a little too light, but I think really what I'm seeing here is that it's a little on the coolish side. This is the amount of coverage I like. I would say this is a strong, somewhere between light and medium. It's not medium, but it's not light. It's kind of light medium. I'm going to add a little bit more just to see. All right. That was probably too much. As you can see, my very pale face is giving us the heads up that this shade 0.75 is too fair for me. I'm still trying to figure out where I am in the grand scheme of foundation shades. For years, I was in bed, never saw the light of day, and I was like a little vampire. Oh, illness kept me in bed for 5 years, and I slept 16 hours a day. And when you sleep that much, you don't see the sun. And so I'm not trying to get tan, but just the being out and about, in and out of the car, doing things, even though I wear SPF 50 every day, I am a couple of shades darker than I remember myself being, which is not a problem, but apparently I don't need a foundation this fair anymore. I really like this red. It's pretty. So it's more of a, I would say like a watermelon-y red, has more of a pinky, like a cherry pink lean to it. I'm using a lot of fruit things here. Watermelon, sangria, cherry. I feel like it's less of a dark leaning and more of a bright pinky leaning red, and I like that. Now, I will probably, next time I wear this, wear it with a red lip liner. The older I get, the more collagen I'm losing in my lips, the less defined my lip line is. I'm not very concerned about this going outside of my lip lines, but I will definitely let you know. It feels creamy, but not slippery. It feels hydrating, but not oily and overly emollient. It hovers right on the edge of a matte feeling. Now, looking at it, it has more of a matte appearance to it, but more of like a natural matte, not like a flat matte. Like if you were thinking like the MAC Powder Kiss, those are very matte, and they also have that velvety and powdery look to the lips. This has less the look of a liquid lipstick and more the look of a matte lipstick bullet. The one thing I will tell you, and maybe we should just swatch it here, is obviously very pigmented. And when I was swatching these on the back of my hand in the Sephora store, and then I went to go and wipe it off, let me grab a wipe. So I'm going to wipe it off in a little bit, but I want it to sit there for a little bit like it would on your lips, so that when it does wear off, you can see what sort of a stain it leaves behind. Because I was swatching these in store and I was like, oh, the red, ooh, the orange, ooh, the pink. And I thought, which one of these am I most likely going to wear more often? This one right here. This has been on my hand for about a minute. I'm just going to wipe it off here. And you can see what sort of a stain it leaves behind. It really does. And I feel like maybe I can get a little bit more of the pigment off if I rub. But what I like about this idea, now some people hate lipsticks that stain. And for years I was very anti a stained lipstick because most of the time it came out more of like a hot pink no matter what the color was. I could have been wearing a deep berry, but then it fades to like a hot pink. This is definitely more of that hot pink lean, but it's more of a red pink. And it's not quite so much that flaming fuchsia that I really, really dislike. Now, if you are not somebody who likes stains on your lips, this is not for you. I like the idea that it's got a really beautiful red lipstick feel to it, like an actual traditional bullet lipstick feel. I prefer that sort of texture on my lips more than a liquid lipstick, but I do also, I can feel that it's on the matte side, a little hint of hydration. And my favorite, if you are curious, my favorite matte formulas, I love the Lisa Eldridge Velvet lipsticks. I love the Matte Revolution ones from Charlotte Tilbury. I think those are beautifully done. I also really love the Velvet Ropes from Lipstick Queen. I feel like if you're gonna wear a matte lipstick, I want it to be comfortable and hydrating and not dry my lips out. Now, I don't know how this one's gonna wear today, but this lipstick has all the same things that my other favorite formulas for a matte traditional bullet lipstick have. This foundation, I only picked it up. This is not one of those that I would have gone out and purchased on my own, like sought it out, done the reach and bend, that one. This was the freebie that Ulta was giving as a platinum perk, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll try it. And it's nice to know, when I first started wearing makeup in the 80s, Clinique didn't make a shade of foundation fair enough for me. And now it's nice to know that there's one that's maybe too fair for me. I would say that this foundation probably, I could best describe it as right in between light and medium with one layer. You definitely get a solid medium with 2 layers. Of course, using a sponge, you're going to be picking up a lot of the product that you put on there. If you want more coverage, you could use it with your fingers or with a brush. I don't know that this foundation can do much more than like medium, like and halfway. I don't know. I just didn't see it layering up to be anything more than medium coverage. If you're a full coverage kind of person, I don't know that I would recommend, it's backwards. I don't know that I could recommend the Even Better. Now, also, I have a beef with products that list the SPF because I feel like some people fall into, and my mom is one of them, well, my foundation has SPF. You're supposed to put a teaspoon of SPF on, like from here to your like chest. And are you gonna put a teaspoon of this from your forehead to your chest? No. So never rely on your foundation to give you the SPF coverage you need. Wear a dedicated SPF that sits well under makeup and then put on this. And if you get an extra itty bitty layer of SPF, good, but don't ever rely on your foundation to provide that. Even if it has like SPF 50, still wear a dedicated SPF. Rant over. But I feel like this is medium like light to medium depending on, I don't know, I didn't want to do 3 layers to see if I could get it to like medium full. I didn't want to push it that hard. I do feel like it wasn't, it had a nice creamy feel. It had a nice natural look to it. I definitely need to powder my foundation now that we're getting into warmer months. I can't go powder free, and I feel like it brought down some of the radiance that this would naturally have without the powder on it. Now, radiance brought back by a highlighter, we're good. But I feel like overall it's a very comfortable, it's not a dry, it's not a matte foundation, but it definitely lives in that more, not glam, more everyday, easy liquid foundation if that's what you're looking for. So I'll definitely leave a pinned comment below letting you know how the lipstick and the foundation wore today. First time trying them out. I'm going to continue using those, and I'll maybe give you a more in-depth review later, but I like the way that they went on. I like the way that they feel. I think it's just mainly managing your expectations, knowing what it is this product will give you and how it provides that. Now, I will tell you, when I was in Sephora, I did pick up 2 more luxury lipsticks. If you're interested in seeing a video on that, let me know in the comments down below. I just go weak in the knee for luxury lipsticks, and living in an itty bitty teeny tiny small town where the only place that sells makeup, I do have an Ulta, but there is a Macy's the size of a postage stamp with 3 counters, Lancome, Estee, and Clinique, and it's like, you know, I know all those products like the back of my hand. I want something different. And so when I was in a brick and mortar Sephora, I was like, ooh, and swatching you and you and you, and my little heart just went pitter pat. So I picked up 2. They're both the same formula. If you're interested, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.